guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing the top 10 Kickstarters of the month. And before I get started, I do have a couple of friend Kickstarters and also a Kickstarter of my own. Aces and Arrows, it's an asexual and aromantic comic book anthology filled with different genres and different experiences. So hopefully guys could go check that one out. Also, I do Kickstarter consulting, so if you're looking to up your game, email me, message me, and we could talk about it. Now, let's jump into the friend Kickstarters. We have Noir is the New Black. This is the sequel to Fair Square's probably biggest project and campaign and book, and we're finally getting that well-awaited sequel. And this is a noir storyline from many Black creators and also Black leads, and it's a really fun series. I really like the first one, so curious to see what a second volume's going to bring. Then moving on to Private Dance, Las Vegas. Love everything that Space Between is doing, and I think what's really cool about this one is having the really interesting setting of Las Vegas with one of their popular franchises and series, Private Dance. And Las Vegas, I feel like, is such a rich place to tell that story. So those are my honorable mentions / friend Kickstarters. Now we're going to move into number 10, which is Braveheart, Exile, a Cyberpunk-Western. This is a manga-styled series. I really like the design for this one. I also just really like the manga feel to it. Feels kind of a combination of an American comic and also a manga. So I thought that was a cool one. Moving on to number 9, which is The Lost Art of Sean Phillips. I'm a big Sean Phillips fan. I really enjoyed, Fade Out and Criminal and that side of stuff that he's been doing. So to see his earlier work, I thought was a really cool experience and concept for Kickstarter, and it's something I haven't really seen. So I thought that was just a unique take, and also as a Sean Phillips fan, I want to see what that early work looks like. Moving on to number 8, which is Kickstarting Your First Comic. I think last month I actually also had a campaign about making comics and kickstarting, and I think it is really important to have that source material from people that have kickstarted comics, just for people who have never done it before. It really is such a big feat, so I think a lot of creators could be scared to go on the platform because they're like, I don't know how to do this thing. So to have books like this is really important. So moving on to number 7, which is Miss Mina and the Midnight Guardians Golden Jaguar. It's this fun ragtag team that is going up against Dracula, so it's kind of fun to see like this fantasy style going up against, again, like this public domain of Dracula that's a little bit more gothic. And one of my favorite artists is on it, Zong Bros, who's doing the interior art, not just the covers for this. So I thought that was cool. Moving on to number 6, which is Refuge Chapter 1. This is a Calvin and Hobbes style book where we get to see this little kid escapes a war and now is teaming up with some maybe creatures. So very, again, Calvin and Hobbes style story. And the artwork reminds me a lot of a Pixar movie or a DreamWorks movie. So it feels like a movie coming into a comic book, which I thought was really cool. Moving on to number 5, which is BATTLEPUG Cosmic Doggyssey. I love seeing books that have been in different mediums. I believe that BATTLEPUG's been in not just a direct market, but also as a webcomic, and now going into Kickstarter. I just love melding all those different mediums of comics and putting it all in one place. And it's a fun little dog comic with Mike Norton, who did a TV show right now with Revival, but one of my favorite comics, Revival. And yeah, I love his style and just love how he draws humans, but also dogs as well. Moving on to number 4, which is Islands in the Sky, Hurricane Helene. This is a book that is an anthology for the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. What I thought was really cool about this was how many names are on this as well and how many opportunities you can get. Brian Michael Bendis, Matt Fraction. So this is definitely one to keep an eye on, and obviously helping a good cause as well. Moving on to number 3, which is Dead at 17 Revival Issue 1. What I really liked about this book was this idea that the creator has been working on the book for like 20 plus years, and then, hey, I decide now I'm gonna make it anew, and what would I do with this series 20 years later? And I love the art style. I've actually used the artist before on variant covers as well for my own projects. I just love this kind of cartoony, but also still gritty style, all while putting the slasher genre on its head and trying to figure out your own crime and your own murder as well. Moving on to number 2, how to draw clothing and beyond anatomy. You know, going back to how to do Kickstarter, I think these books are so important for people to learn and study to become better artists, and it's just a great resource. So that is number 2 for me. Moving on to number 1, which is Crimson After Hours. This is the colliding of the Cedric's work, and I love all of the Cedric's work, and I really love how much they've done with Kickstarter as well. So if you enjoy not safe for work storytelling, definitely go pick this one up if you're looking for like a crossover, larger than life story. So that is my top 10. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite comics of the month were, and this is Comic Uno. See you in the next one. Bye.